All right, it's that time. 285 pounds, heavyweights, either the most exciting bracket or the least exciting bracket, depending on your vantage point. Pat, last year we had a Chaconis win it in dominant fashion. This year we've got another Chaconis in the mix. Different guy, though.
Right, but he is our #1 ranked heavyweight in the state, and he totally earned it. He went out, he beat Nick Rivera at the Mustang Classic. Obviously, that's who his older brother, Zach, beat in the final last year. He's wrestling with confidence, and that's what people say is the difference for Chaconis, who last year finished 4th at 220 pounds. He didn't even make it to the state tournament last year, but like we've seen all year, he's a guy, he's a favorite here, and he can definitely run the table for the second Chaconis title in as many years.
You know, Eric Chaconis obviously is a favorite, Bill, but a guy who's the top seed in that bracket, Anthony Porcaro of Sayreville, placed here a year ago. What do you think about his chances to get all the way to the top this year?
Well, he's going to run into Chaconis probably in that quarterfinal match, and I think probably whoever wins that match will probably get through the top half into the final. You know, you look at the bottom half, you have a defending state finalist in Nick Rivera, who lost to Zach Chaconis last year, and Eric earlier in this year. You know, he doesn't have to face a Chaconis down on this side of the bracket. Hasn't lost since that Chaconis match, but he will potentially have to face Keith Swartley from Cinnaminson. He's very tough to score on. Region 7 champ, his 3 matches at Region 7, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. So, you know, if he can ride a little bit, you know, heavyweight matches in general are typically low scoring. He wins a couple 1-0. He's a guy that could slide through on the bottom half. I know,
Joe, we've also talked about Jonathan Beltray from Union City, another guy in the bottom half of the bracket that could maybe make some noise. But you think this whole thing hinges on a guy who finished 2nd at Region 1, that'd be Peeberg's Kyle Nothnagel.
I think the Nacho Man is the wild card in this entire tournament. He's down at the bottom of the bottom bracket, but he is capable of beating anybody. He's big, he's strong, he's athletic. I think he's going to see Beltray in the quarters. I think he's going to get through to the final. I just think he's a guy that you have to watch for, because if he wrestles well, he's capable of beating anybody in the bracket, including Chaconis.
Let's get right to it. Championship picks. We'll start with you, Joe.
I'm taking the Nacho Man over Chaconis in the final.
Yeah, Nothnagel, he might not even beat Dylan DeMore in his on Friday night, but
Montgomery kid tough.
Montgomery kid beat him 2-1 this year on a stall call, but. I just think, like I said, this is such a wide open weight class that I think somebody's just going to come out of nowhere and win it. And not that Nothnagel is coming out of nowhere. He was a place winner last year, but I think maybe he's the guy over Chaconis who hasn't been here before, and maybe I think that might be a factor. You know, he's never been on the state level before.
Patrick?
I'm going for a Chaconis Rivera rematch. Obviously, it's Eric Chaconis, and I'm going to take Eric Chaconis to win it.
That's it for us here. 285 pounds. Those are our championship picks. Thanks for watching.